Hey everyone, welcome to Brews and Views, where we enjoy great brews, home theater, and have fun making it all our own. Hey, welcome to Brews and Views again. Today we're gonna just look at the little bit of progress that we've got on the 3D printed speaker and the design. So let's just get right into it. So I printed the smaller version of the binding post mount. This looks good. I'm gonna go with that. Nothing spectacular about it. As soon as I get the binding post transferred from this speaker, which you can see here, into here, which I'll have to heat insert these. This part will basically be done and be ready to be mounted in. I'll just use some super glue and a little bit of silicone to make an airtight seal on it. So that's all there is with this part. All right, here's the base. I had a little bit of bed lifting on this one, and it actually made a slight little crease here. I'm gonna go ahead and run with this just because it's a lot of time and a lot of filament. It's still a good overall shape. The vertical mount surfaces here work fine. There's not any, malformed shaping of the top part. This all is perfectly fine, so it'll be able to be formed together. So this is a good piece as far as testing. Obviously, if I was going to sell these or produce them, I would figure out whatever caused this, whether it's airflow or some sort of temperature difference that caused the bed lifting on this part. You can actually feel it, and if you stick a straight edge here, you can actually see that, yeah, there is a couple millimeters of lift, and it formed this little lip here. I have the fascia again, and as you can see from previous prints, I made a little channel here, which also forms right here. And that's just to put the silicone in to create more of an airtight gap, and also using this as an alignment. On this particular one, printed perfect, exactly how I wanted it, but I was excited to print this part and the front. I forgot to put the magnets in. They didn't lift or anything, I just forgot. So yet again, I have another piece that is not gonna be used because I forgot to put the magnets in. You just can't get out of your own way sometimes. Now, let's come over here to the printer and check out the binding post mount. All right, here is the, oh, those came off. These have been sitting for a couple days, so the bed cooled. And here they are. I'll give you a little close-up of these. Here's where the circuit board's going to go in between. And then I'll put the screw in here, and then I'll mount it. So each side I'll have 2 screws, and then I'll mount it to the speaker base through these holes. So it'll be sitting like that with the board in between. Here's the circuit board in here that I 3D printed the parts to go on. This time I'll have it vertically mounted. All right, we're gonna take this fully apart today. This is always a pain. I might need, oh. am the worst at guessing or remembering what size Allen wrenches and bolts are. Wow, the silicone works pretty good. I did not put any in the screw holes here, and as you can tell, it once compressed together, it actually seeped up into the screw hole. So that, you know, that's airtight. Yeah. Almost every one of these screws had a little bit of silicone squeezed through, which means it was definitely airtight. All right, now that I got all that apart, how difficult do we think this is going to be? Let's see, will it come apart easy? No. Okay. Let me just try to... Gosh dang, I don't think this thing's coming apart easy at all. I'm gonna go get a tool and see if I can just like split this. All right, I grabbed a couple tools and let's see. Boy, you would think silicone was super glue. Camera. Fucking camera. All right. Well, shoot. That is stuck together. Oh, I got a seal break. Yes, that's where it starts. Boy, I tell you what, that is not coming apart. Not on its own. I don't think I would have needed the screws. I was worried about this because I don't have any screws to compress it together. But I can tell you right now, after trying to take this apart with no screws holding it together and just the silicone, whew, no, it ain't coming apart, not without force. And this is just silicone. Now it fully cured, so. plastic. And I think we have success. But we still have to see if, oh, I forgot. I made a ridge. So this was a male to female insert, so that's what I was having trouble with. This stuff held together so tightly, I probably would have came apart much easier without all the keys here. The new speaker design has just a couple inserts to hold the whole thing together, so even if the silicone wasn't what was holding it together, I still will have a couple screws. I think that's it. I think I'm going to do one more thing here, and that's take the, oh man, I got silicone everywhere. Take the circuit board out here. I think it's the same screw here. All right, don't judge me on this atrocity of wiring on the back of this circuit board. This is literally modding and test, if you would. All right, yep, here's the rat's nest of wiring to make this crossover work. Obviously you would have a much larger circuit board with flat traces, but this is just to mod up much cheaper. And some of these that don't have insulations, they're the same wire, so if these touch, it doesn't matter. Anywhere where that was a risk, I literally used the hot glue to basically keep them in place where they wouldn't possibly touch each other. So, I mean, it's completely fine. Anyways, here it is. If I redesign this board, I would make it bigger, but I just tried to make it as small as possible. So that's this completion. Let's see if this even works. I don't remember. I think it's this and this, as long as these line up and this fits in there. Oh, that one's tight. Oh, might not have cut off a little chamfer. The screw holes line up. Yeah. So let me check the other side. I forget. No, the other side looks fine. Oh no, the other side has a little bubble there too. Darn it. See, it's always something. Tops look like they work perfectly fine. Yep. The bottoms, I must not have cut their little chamfers off. And the holes do actually line up. So, ooh, that one's a little tight, but let me see. Let me just put it in upside down here and see. Oh, no, it'll line up. Just didn't know if it would be blocked by that, but it fits in there. Yeah, so I can just, like I said, flat file that, and these parts should work. I'm not gonna reprint those. So that's it for today. I gotta clean up all this dang mess I got. Thanks for joining me and watching my, what potentially is boring progress. Anyways, until next time. Thank you for joining me. Until next time, raise the tasty brew and enjoy your theater view.